So I just got an update regarding GetResponse. GetResponse has updated the platform and it's super awesome. It's simple, neat and clean, and that is what I'm going to show you in this video. Welcome back guys. So in this video, we're going to see the entire platform of GetResponse, which has now been updated. And this is what it looks like when you log in after this update has rolled on. It says the all new GetResponse is here right now or maybe later. So what happens if you click on maybe later? Let's say I click on maybe later. It will load and it will show you the dashboard, which is right over here, which is a brand new dashboard within GetResponse account. So let's suppose you are going through this entire video, and then if you don't like it, you'll always find this switch here button, which says that you can go back to your original version. And if you don't like this, if you're not comfortable with the new update, then you can always switch back to the original one. However, I'm sure once you go through this video, you'll definitely like it. And all this is neat, simple and clean. Basically, I was just going through this platform since past 2 days, and this is the brand new platform and I'm liking it, loving it, and it's plain and simple, easy to use. So let's just step by step jump into each and every section of this new GetResponse account. So over here on the top, as you can see, the entire menu has been shifted over here. And as you can see, contacts. So in earlier version, you always used to log into your GetResponse account, and on the home dashboard, you always used to see your current campaign. So now campaign is known by contact list. So the terms are basically a little bit different, right? So all those terms where you can see over here, see what's changed. The first and the foremost thing is contacts. Second is email marketing, automation, landing pages, webinars, form and service, and CRM is the brand new thing which you can apply for your business, which will skyrocket your results. So you can click on Discover CRM, and if you're not aware about that, you can go by a step-by-step process. Over here, this is known as the widget section. So you can divide this in a layman term. If you can explain to a layman term, what we can say is this is the headline, or this is the top bar menu, navigation menu. You can say this particular white or lighter section to be a widget bar. All right. If you hover your mouse over this plus sign, it will say add new widget. When you click on add new widget, it will show up the widget library. In this widget library, you can add anything by clicking on this plus sign, and automatically this would be added to your particular widget library on the dashboard, which you can see on my screen. I have 3 different widget libraries over here. Explore new GetResponse, which is by default there. We cannot delete it. Over here, if you move your cursor on any other widget other than explore new GetResponse, you will always see a gear button on the top, which says that you can edit the settings for this particular widget, right? So depending on the widget which you are having, it will have respective settings. So let's say quick actions. If you click on this, you'll have all these things. So you can add, or you can just remove a couple of options from this. So select up to 5 quick actions. You can select up to 5 quick actions over here. And then depending on all the new widgets, you can add it over here. So let's try to add one new widget. I want the widget like new contacts. Let's say I click on this plus sign. So straight away, it will have a new section over here. So for what I want to see, so let's say I click on Instagram image mastery, free paid official dogs, which one, 7 steps for coming soon, DMFF. Let's say this was the list which I used to use a couple of months ago. So let's see if I click on save, what it will show. It will show the total number of subscriptions, and this graph will show that how it is from January 2017 to July 2017. All right, so new contacts, whatever it is, you'll be able to see. Once you click on that, it will redirect you to a particular menu by default. All right, by default. So you can always come back. Now this is very interesting, guys. In your older GetResponse account, this was not an option which was available. Now they have updated the platform and they have integrated that particular option inside this one. What you can do basically is when you are inside any menu, you can hover over this menu and straight away click on dashboard, contacts, email marketing, or any particular thing over here. Then other than that, inside the menu, whatever menus you see over here, those menus are particularly for the main menu. So let's say I click on dashboard and I once again go back to my home tab. Let's try to delete this widget. I'll click on this and I'll click on remove this widget. So automatically that widget will be gone. But let's assume I click on email marketing, which is the main menu out of the top bar menu. Once I click on email marketing will have all this particular stats over here. Now within email marketing, I'm having newsletters, autoresponders, RSS to email, statistics. So these are the options which are available within email marketing. So consider them to be sub menus for email marketing, which is the main menu. Now, once again, if you want to go back to your home tab, you can always move your cursor or hover your cursor over the main menu, and you can always see all the options again. So if you want to directly go to automation, let's say, or contacts or webinars, whatever it is, let's say forms and surveys. If you straight away go to forms and surveys, you'll be able to see forms and surveys over here and respective sub-menus for that particular menu. Once again, let's go back to dashboard, and this is how it is easy to use. Over here, you can have a widget which is like if you are sending regular newsletters. So this is the newsletter which I sent to all my subscribers over here for a particular list. So I had sent this email to 338 people. It was delivered with 99.7% accuracy, and it was opened 21.36%. When I move my cursor, I can always see the number of open emails. If I move my cursor to click-through rates, I can see 7 people have clicked out of 338, and that is 2.08%. After sending this email, a couple of people might not be interested. They have unsubscribed as well, and one email has been bounced. So that might be a fake email which they might have entered to have access for a particular thing on my website. So that is why it has bounced. Then in this quick actions, you can always add contacts, create newsletters, create form, create landing page, create autoresponders. Now all these options are inside these sections as well. So let's say I am clicking on contacts, and I want to create a list. So creating a list is basically creating a campaign with respect to the older version. So in older version, you used to see your current campaign, and then when you click on campaign, you can always have a drop down which says plus create campaign, create new campaign. Now onwards, it would be create list. So if I click on create list, it will say enter your name. So I'll say GetResponse new, let's say demo version, and I'll click on create. As soon as I click on create for this, it will have this particular section over here. Now what I can do is I can move my cursor over here on these 3 dots, and I can click on settings, and then onwards, these are the 3 options as compared to the previous versions which we used to see when we clicked on edit settings for that particular campaign. So over here, list settings or campaign settings, if we say related to the previous version. So list settings, one is general, where we can change the list name. Let's say you click on subscription. Now what is this? This is basically related to single opt-in and double opt-in. Now if you're not aware about single opt-in, double opt-in, there would be a link below this video. Wherever you are watching, or above or below this video, somewhere around this video, you'll find a link which will say difference between single opt-in and double opt-in. What is that? There is a separate video wherein I'll be explaining each and everything step by step. So you can always click and go ahead and watch that video to understand what is the difference between single opt-in and double opt-in. Let's assume you already are aware about that. Once you are aware about that, you will get to know that this is option where you select single opt-in or double opt-in. If you want single opt-in, you can just have this unchecked. If you want double opt-in, you can have this check mark, and you can have this email from which you will be sending in confirmation email, right? Then require extra confirmation, double opt-in, you can have this and this enabled for both of them. Then you can have confirmation page your contacts see after they confirm sign up. So you can click on this, and that would be a by default get response confirmation page. All right. If you don't want this, you can always have a particular custom URL for your thank you page. If you don't, you can still have a confirmation page, which I generally have within your programming language. So then you can always have an unsubscribe page, unsubscribe success page, newsletter directory, all such kind of things, and confirmation message, which is thank you email, which you always send. Now by default, this is in Hindi over here. I'll be particularly changing the details for all these things once I'm done, because this is a brand new platform wherein I have not changed any of the settings which are there for this particular new account. So contacts over here, once again, let's go back to dashboard, and now let's go into email marketing. If I click on email marketing, over here you can manage your newsletters, right? You can always manage your newsletters. You can create a newsletter over here, or you can just reuse a particular newsletter. If I have this, let's say I want to reuse it, so I can click on reuse, and then I can have all the things. Similarly, let's say I go down, and if I pick up any particular one, let's say how to verify your website, and I want to check the stats for this. So let's click on statistics. Once I click on statistics, it will open up all the statistics for it. How many have opened, how many have clicked into your email, how many have clicked on the links, which links, all such kind of things are opened up over here. Now let's assume you want to compare the newsletter statistics of this one with another one. So let's assume what is digital marketing is the one with which you want to compare, or let's pick up any random one, random newsletter. Let's say what should be done, or 5 brilliant ways to promote your next blog for free in 2017. This is the newsletter which I had sent on 8th of June at 8 o'clock in the morning, and this has been sent on 7th July, 8 in the morning. All right, both of them. You can see the date and you can see the message as well. What is the message? And you can see the stats. So this one newsletter has been opened at the rate of 47.87%. Click-through rate is 5.79. Nobody has unsubscribed. After this email was sent, 0.74% has unsubscribed, but the click-through rate was good enough as compared to this. So you can do a lot of things over here in the email analytics, right? If you don't want to go directly by a particular email, you can always click on email marketing. Once you are into that, you can always click on statistics for the particular section. So once you click on statistics over here, you'll have that section where we previously had gone from this 3 dots. So that's the same one, right? That's the same one. So other than that, you can create your autoresponders. Once we click on autoresponders, it will load all your calendar and you can manage your autoresponders. So did you get it yesterday and blah, 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 whatever it is. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see how it is. You can bifurcate your list. So let's say I select this one. So that's the email which is sent on day 0, which is sent immediately any day of the week. All right. Any day of the week. So this has been opened at the rate of 63.32%. Click-through rate is awesome, which is 22.15%. Normally people have 10%. This one has 22.15%, which is extraordinary. Awesome. Other than that, if you're building landing pages with GetResponse, which I am not, I'm using particularly ClickFunnels for that. So I'm not using this option, but you can always create your landing pages by clicking on this. You can have the statistics for that. If you are using CRM, you can click on CRM, create forms and surveys over here. If you are hosting webinars with GetResponse with a particular plan, then you can click and go ahead with webinars over here. And you can have your email marketing automation straight away inside this. So this is basically awesome. And other than that, if you click on your profile, you can always manage your account. You can have your billing section. You can have your APIs over here, integration. Whenever you want to integrate your GetResponse account with another account or another, let's say WordPress, you want to integrate WordPress and you can integrate GetResponse. This is where you have to click. So basically options are similar as compared to the previous one, but I would say this is way better than the previous version. I'm particularly liking it and I'm not gonna switch back to the older version, right? And you can always click on this, watch video tour, you can restart the tutorial and such kind of things. All the text form would be there. If you're watching, basically, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you will be able to click on the link which is right below the description box, which is right below this video. And if you're watching this somewhere else, you will find text form for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and do subscribe to my newsletters as well on my blog digitalmarketingforfree.com, which is absolutely for free. Let me know what you think about this new GetResponse account in the comments below this video and I look forward to see you in another video. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and as always guys, stay awesome.